What is Cafe Mocha? Cafe Mocha is experts, celebrities.
What's up? This is Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yours truly, Idris Elba.
This is Fantasia.
This is In Vogue.
This is India Ari.
So much more. All from a woman's perspective.
What flavor are you, baby?
This is Cafe Mocha.
Eve and Brandy are back with more new episodes of the ABC drama Queens. But long before the series came out, Lonnie Love sat down with the cast. Plus, if you're tired of the way black men are portrayed on TV, actor Thomas Q. Jones talks about the way Bounce TV's series Johnson portrays the many shades of black men. Cafe Mocha begins now.
It's Cafe Mocha on the line. I am so excited about this new show that's going to be premiering October 19th on ABC, 10 p.m., 9 Central. It's called Queens. It's based on 4 fabulous women who were in a hip-hop R&B group in the 90s, and now they need to reclaim their fame. I'm on with 2 of the stars, Miss Brandy herself and Nadine Velazquez. Nadine, welcome to Cafe Mocha. Brandy done been on before, but welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be on Cafe Mocha.
Yes, and I'm happy to just be with Lonnie. Like,
oh my
Lonnie,
God. Brandy, Nadine, I saw the first episode of Queens. Tell me how excited you are about this show. Brandy.
God, I'm super excited. I just think it's so different than anything that we've ever seen. Yep. To, be with these powerful women of color is just amazing. And to be rapping, singing, dancing, acting all in one show. I mean, it's a dream. And then to actually have these amazing stories that we tell just in our characters, that we're real women. We're real, people can watch this show and relate to every single character, no matter what profession, no matter what circumstance. This is a relatable show. And I love that. I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Nadine, can you talk about your character a little bit so people understand? It's like butter pecan.
Butter pecan, girl. So I don't know if a lot of people seem to not know this, but Puerto Ricans are called, at least when I was a kid in high school, when a boy was trying to be sweet on me, he would say Puerto Rican butter pecan, right? So the name is very fitting. And Zahir really wanted to include a Puerto Rican rapper in it because he's like, this is real. Like, this is what was happening in the 90s. And so the way the story structure is with how Butter Pecan kind of squeezed her way into this group and became part of the Nasty Girls is, I just love that storyline because you have Valeria, my character, who's a hustler. She grew up in the foster care system and had to figure out how to get ahead in life. And then now, 20 years later, she's recognizing that this group that she was with was actually the closest thing she ever had to a family. Wow. And she wants to make amends. She wants to make it right, but she's still a hustler.
Brandy, you played Naomi. Talk about your character a little bit more.
Well, my character is still searching for music in a different way, through, my guitar, my singing.
And Brandy, why should they watch this show?
They should watch this show because it's a great drama. It's a great story about women being, in this beautiful friendship and also this group. And the music is fire. It's women of color. It's the storytelling is off the chain. It's just going to have you hooked. I mean, every script that I read, I'm like, oh my God. It's like, it's a page turner. And it's even if I were not a part of this, I would want to watch this show. I'm just from what I've seen, I would want to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Ladies, I've seen the first episode. I can't wait for more.
Thank you.
October 19th, 10 p.m., 9 Central, Queen premieres on ABC. Thank you so much, ladies, for spending time in Cafe Mocha. Take care and good luck with the series.
Thank you, Lonnie. This means a lot.
It's Cafe Mocha on the line. I have 2 of my favorites. Eve and Naturi Naughton, they have a new series called Queen that's premiering October 19th, 10 p.m. on ABC. Y'all, I'm so hyped because I just saw it. And I have to say, it is going to be a hit. Okay? Congratulations.
You said it, Lonnie. Thank you.
Now, Eve, tell us about your character, Brianna.
Yes, Brianna. I play Brianna, aka Professor Sex. So she is this, one of the 4 queens, one of the nasty And they were this big group in the 90s. And she, you know, loved her life then. She loved being Professor Sex, but she loves being a mom of 5. She loves being a wife as well. And you see her in this, especially in the pilot, you see her trying to get back to herself, get back to that sexy part of herself, that Professor Sex, that badass part of herself. And yeah, she's a dope character to play. Lots of parallels in my life, weirdly, but a great part to play. Yeah,
definitely. And Naturi, tell us about your fly character, because you surprised me. Your character surprised me, but we won't release that. But
I was going to say, about it. Well, you know how I like to do it, Lonnie. I like to be unpredictable, and a surprise is always fun, right? No, yeah. Jill is definitely, AKA the Thrill. She is definitely somebody who will grab your attention. As a 90s hip hop star, she's in your face. You know, she's rhyming, raunchiest of all the girls. But she's also later in life come into this very Catholic, devout Catholic, conservative space where she's struggling with, how do I still go back to the nasty or the queens and still maintain my faith? And her sexuality is definitely something that you'll see being explored in the show. But it's so much fun because this character represents identity and the struggle with identity. Mm-hmm. When you're older, a lot of people think, oh, you got it all together just because you're, older. That's not true. And Jill is a prime example of a woman, a mature woman, who's still trying to figure out who she is and who she wants to be. So when people watch it, I think they'll definitely relate.
Definitely. And Eve, people are really going to relate to you, like you said, because having 5 kids, what you and your husband go through, then to turn around and say, so many, especially sisters, we give up a lot. Can you talk about that a little bit more?
Yes, definitely. We were just saying, 9 times out of 10, it's the woman, and things have changed, but mostly it's the woman in the family that says, you know what, I'm going to take a step back so you can do your thing. And I'm going to make sure the house is held down. I'm going to make sure the kids are held down. I'm going to still do everything I need to do. And then a lot of times you lose yourself, you lose your identity of who you were. And not that, listen, Brianna loves her life equally as much as she loved being Professor Sex. But at the same time, she disappeared. She looks up and it's like, well, who am I for real? And I think that actually happens in life. And it doesn't even have to be about having kids or whatever. I think that happens to all of us at some point in our lives, and especially women.
Naturi, what is it like working with not only the wonderful Eve, but also Brandy and Nadine? I mean, how's that like?
It was amazing. I cannot tell you how organic the chemistry is with these ladies, particularly this woman right here. Yeah. Eve is like, I say this a lot and I really mean it, like the big sister I never had, because she is so down to earth. The one thing about this show is that you have to be able to be authentic. I was on tour with Eve way back in the day. Yeah. Was on the TRL tour with Eve, which is crazy, 20 years ago. Yes. And then Brandy, with like her career, I've never worked with her, but I've always literally admired every vocal she's put on. I literally studied her songs and used to be like, if I could just touch the hem of her garment. She is the vocal Bible. So I was just floored that I get to be in a show with these iconic women. And then Nadine is equally, doing her thing as an actress, and maybe not in the music game, but she is bringing it. So I felt so excited just to come into this. And for me, I've done a little hip hop. I played some rappers before.
A little bit.
I had to remind the folks, I got some other talents.
Okay.
Exactly. But last question, ladies. I am so proud of ABC for doing this type of show for women of color. Amen. Can you quickly say how you feel working with a network that is supporting something that's for women of color?
Listen, it is beyond great. It is needed. It is and especially it's coming from hip hop and being able to tell these stories as for women of color with hip hop, from a feminine voice, from a woman's perspective, is everything. And the fact that the way that they are behind the show is
Crazy.
It's out of control. It's crazy. And it's so needed. It's so needed right now. It's so needed to be seen. It's great.
Definitely.
I second that. And I also think it's so nice that ABC isn't trying to dilute the authenticity.
That was a big thing.
Yes. So we always talk about that. And what this network is allowing us to do is to actually really represent for women of color in hip hop in a way that doesn't feel cheesy. It doesn't feel fake. You know, we could have been on cable. We just can't show no and all of that. But, I'm just saying, because I was on cable. We showed it all. I just love that they're actually celebrating what the world looks like. Yeah. And what I think women need to see. So I'm excited to be a part of a movement like this.
Oh, I'm just excited. I'm excited for you ladies. I'm excited for our listeners at Cafe Mocha to take a look at Queens. Been talking to Eve and Naturi Naughton. Thank you for your time, ladies. Good luck. I'll be watching. Bye.
Bye, Ronnie.
Queens, Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. on ABC. From the Queens to the Kings, Thomas Q. Jones, one of the stars of Johnson, is next.
It's Cafe Mocha. Fans of Being Mary Jane know him as Brandon, Cuddy Buddy. He's played Comanche in Luke Cage, and right now you can catch him on the new series on Starz called P-Valley. And don't ask what the P is for. Our guest is Thomas Q. Jones. Thank you for joining us, Thomas.
I'm doing pretty well. How you ladies doing?
We're good.
Well, Thomas, tell us about P-Valley. Give us the backstory on that.
P-Valley. Well, we'll start with the name. So I think that can give you the P can give you a little bit of a background. It has its own connotation, I guess. But P-Valley is a show that takes place in Chucalissa, Mississippi. It's about this strip club called The Pink. And basically, it's the life of one of the main strippers in the club. Her name is Mercedes. And she is an aspiring dance teacher who wants to get out of the life of stripping to open up her own dance studio. And it, revolves around her storyline, as well as the owner or the guy that runs the club, Uncle Clifford, and also a rapper, an aspiring rapper named Lil Murder, and a mayor who basically is trying to get rid of the club for his own personal gain. So it's a lot of drama. It's truly a dramatic show. It's truly a drama. It's an incredible show. People are loving it. It's probably the hottest show on TV right now.
Yeah, people are, it actually trends every week. And you play the character Maine. So he has a really thick accent. Tell us about this character.
With the accent, please.
Oh, no. Are you gonna do me like that?
I'm kidding. No.
You gonna do me like? I'll give you a little bit of his accent.
Okay.
Just a taste. So, man, he talk a little bit like this. You know what I'm saying? He from Chucalissa. You know what I'm saying? He live next door to Mercedes.
Okay.
Real country, eat squirrel sandwiches and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Sandwiches.
So, yeah, that's Maine. That literally is how Maine talks. Maine is the next door neighbor of Mercedes, who plays the lead, and him and Mercedes have a really good friendship. They've been friends for a long time, been neighbors for a long time. And he's kind of the local guy in the neighborhood that can kind of get you what you need. It might not be legal, but he'll get you what you need. Oh yeah, well, when you first meet Maine, he's on house arrest. So, he has an ankle monitor on, but he still finds a way to maneuver around town because he has this kid that he pays to wear his ankle bracelet, but he pays him in squirrel sandwiches.
Oh God!
So Maine is probably the most country character on the show. But it's a lot of fun. It's a great role, and people seem to like me, so it's good.
A throwback interview with actor Thomas Q. Jones, one of the stars of Johnson, which turned out to be a blockbuster hit for Bounce TV. Season 2 of the show has already been announced. More is coming up on Cafe Mocha.
Okay, y'all.
Sisters in Solidarity, a celebration of girl groups for Black Music Month, hosted by the award-winning funky divas In Vogue.
It's Cindy Herron from In Vogue with this Black Music Month spotlight.
I'm so excited.
From the Bay, they were ahead of their time. Style and musical trendsetters for every girl group that followed. With 3 Grammy Awards and 2 American Music Awards, they were one of the first girl groups to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
We're really hard workers, and we go out there and we take our job very seriously.
With hits like Automatic, Jump, He's So Shy, and I'm So Excited, we celebrate the Pointer Sisters, our sisters in solidarity.
Girl groups who shape the fabric of contemporary music and soundtracks of our lives. Be sure to join the hashtag Ladies in Solidarity Music Challenge on Instagram. To experience more, visit cafemocharadio.com. Brought to you by...
It's time to embrace you, your melanin-rich skin, and its unique beauty needs.
When you get over the age of 50, you definitely have to start using things on your skin.
I Know is made specifically to address maturing skin conditions. All of the I Know products provide highly effective natural ingredients dedicated to delivering proven results.
The best advice my mother gave me, take care of your skin now so to take care of you later.
I Know, your beauty solution for maturing skin.
Thomas Q. Jones, star and executive producer of the Bounce TV original series Johnson. Season 2 is in the works as we speak.
You said you have been acting for about 5 years. You were a football player before this, huh?
Yes. I was fortunate enough to play in the NFL for 12 years, 12 seasons. And, I retired in 2012 and kind of just... fell into acting. I was bored, and there was a project that I, took a small role on, and I was encouraged by one of the actors that I worked next to pursue it, and the publicist for the show. And so, they kind of pushed me in the direction of becoming an actor, and I didn't want to at first because I live in Miami, and I didn't really want to be in LA, but I took them up on it. I found an agency, started to go into some auditions. And in 2014, I pretty much made the full-time move to L.A. and got into some actor studios. I studied with Ivana Chubbuck and Franz Turner, 2 renowned acting coaches, also Scott Sedita. So I was in acting class for 6 hours a week for 3.5 years, almost 4 years. And so here I am.
And he still got that football body. I tell you that much. Because he always showing. So that helps.
I'm trying to. This quarantine's putting a dent in this football body, but I'm trying because I'm home eating everything under the sun. But the good thing about being an actor is that you are, you're on TV, you're on camera a lot, so you're motivated to. Try to, stay in the best shape you possibly can. I had to become pescatarian because I was actually too big. A lot of casting directors, when I would go on auditions, would tell me that they loved my audition, but I was a little too big for the role, too muscular. And so I had to slim down some. So I became pescatarian. But it definitely helps, especially if you have scenes where, you shirtless, I guess. So
yes, that's what we like. That's something I was like, Red, take the shirt off. And before we go, tell us about your new movie that you have.
Oh yeah, so I did an indie film called Diary, which is it's a cool indie film. I play a college professor actually. It's a film about this young lady who's an Instagram influencer, and she has a diary that has information about a murder. It's a thriller film about a murder, and someone steals the diary and starts to stalk her with the information that's in the diary. So it's a thriller. It's available on iTunes and Amazon and Vimeo.
Well, Thomas Q. Jones, we are so proud of you. I mean, just on a personal note, he's always a good friend. We talk a lot about this industry, and he's maneuvered it very, very well. And I just can't wait to see you keep moving and keep pushing.
Thank you so much, Lonnie. We are really good friends. I appreciate you always. Your advice and insight. Congratulations on your book too.
Thank you,
I'm proud of you too. So we inspiring each other. It's a beautiful thing. So thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for coming on.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Here's your dose of espresso. Strong, hot news now.
This is the Espresso. Omicron is raging in New York and headed across the nation. Symptoms are a lot milder, but doctors say the vaccine is still important.
Overwhelmingly, the people who are dying in this pandemic right now are those who are unvaccinated. The vaccines now are still saving your life and still keeping you out of the hospital, but they are not always preventing symptomatic infection.
2021 was the deadliest year in Chicago in decades. The mayor says she set new rules, including no more electronic ankle bracelets for violent offenders.
The Cook County electronic monitoring system is fundamentally broken in a way that is making our city unsafe.
And Denzel talks about his new movie, A Journal for Jordan.
It was a long process. We never got a script that we felt good about until this one. I actually wasn't even scheduled to direct the film. I was just a producer on the film. And when we got this script, I was like, wow, I like it. I said, I direct this one. And you're like, okay.
It stars Michael B. Jordan in theaters now for anybody brave enough to go into one. That's the Espresso. I hope your new year is off to a good one and you're not, stranded in a snowstorm or stuck somewhere because your flight got canceled or standing in a long line waiting to get COVID tested. We're going to make it a better year regardless. We got all new shows coming up for you next week. But if you missed any part of the show or you want to get caught up, just subscribe to the Cafe Mocha podcast on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts. That way you can listen whenever you like. That's the show. Find us on all platforms at Cafe Mocha Radio.
Cafe Mocha is a production of Miles Ahead Broadcasting in partnership with Compass Media. Executive producer Sheila Eldridge. For comments, booking, or more information, visit cafemocharadio.com.
Okay, y'all.
Sisters in Solidarity, a celebration of girl groups for Black Music Month, hosted by the award-winning funky divas In Vogue.
Hey, it's Terry Ellis from In Vogue with this Black Music Month Spotlight. They are true sisters in the spirit who helped bring gospel music into the mainstream. With 3 Grammy Awards, 16 albums, and millions in sales, they are the highest-selling female gospel group in history.
When you're just faithful over the gift that God has given unto you, He can continue to allow you to move forward.
With hits like Is My Living in Vain, You Brought the Sunshine, and Pure Gold, we celebrate the Clark sisters, our sisters in solidarity.
Girl groups who shape the fabric of contemporary music and soundtracks of our lives. Be sure to join the hashtag Ladies in Solidarity Music Challenge on Instagram. To experience more, visit cafemocharadio.com. Brought to you by...
It's time to embrace you, your melanin-rich skin, and its unique beauty needs.
When you get over the age of 50, you definitely have to start using things on your skin.
I know it's made specifically to address maturing skin conditions. All of the I Know products provide highly effective natural ingredients dedicated to delivering proven results.
The best advice my mother gave me, take care of your skin now so to take care of you later.
I Know, your beauty solution for maturing skin.